Hello again. In today's lesson, we are using two letters that we have introduced already, the letter T and the letter H. But when we see them together like this, we need to think about a different sound. In fact, we need to think about one of two different sounds. But let's have a quick look at how we write them. We start with a lead-in stroke and a straight line up, back down over the top, and add a curl under and an exit stroke that leads into the letter H, which is also straight up and back down again. Oops, that was a bit wibbly. Curl over, down a little way, add an exit stroke, and then cross the letter T. Let's try another one. Lead in, straight line up, back down over the top, curl under, exit stroke into another straight line up, back down again, up a little way, curl over, down, and an exit stroke. And then we cross the letter T. If you'd prefer to print, we start at the top for the letter T. Straight line down and add a curl under. And because the letters aren't joined, we will cross the letter T straight away. Then the letter H, straight line down, up a little way, curl over, and a straight line down. The letter T and the letter H. And remember, you can use the handwriting style that suits you best for all the other activities we are going to be doing. But when we think about the sound we say, we might remember that this is sometimes called the cheeky sound. Our teeth are on our tongue, and our tongue is sticking out of our mouth just a little way. And the sound is like at the beginning of thistle. But the other sound that we say when we see these letters, we do something a bit different with our vocal cords. And you can feel it if you put your fingers on the voice box in your throat. Like at the beginning of them. So, two sounds to think about. Let's have a look at some pictures to remind us of those two sounds. Here we have Scotland's floral emblem, the thistle, and you might see it in a drawing like this one on lots of bits of information about Scotland. And you might see it if you're out for a walk in the countryside. And we can see here that the thistle is very popular with bees and butterflies. And we also have a picture of a group of people, them. So we use T and H for the sound at the beginning of thistle. And we cross the T when we finished the word we're writing. And we might use T and H for that we hear at the beginning of a word like them. And if we want to check, we can quite simply put our fingers on our voice box. So, 2 different sounds. And let's have a go first of all at writing them together on handwriting paper. So, I need T and H. And I cross the T when I finish the word that I'm writing, or if I'm doing a building speed activity, when I've finished writing the letters that I need. If our word is right at the beginning of a sentence, then we write a capital T, but the next letter, the H, is written as a lowercase letter. And we use both of them for th and v. Let's try it on smaller lines. And cross when I finished. V. Both the sounds. And and this time I used a smaller letter T because some people like to do that for the letter T, and you do exactly the same thing when you're writing T and H together. And here are our capitals. Capital T if it's the beginning of a word like a name, and also if the word is at the beginning of a sentence. Now let's practice T and H before a vowel letter. T, H, A. And then the next vowel that we've covered, T, H, I. And the last one that we've covered so far, T, H, O. You might like to practice those letters to really get the hang of joining them together before we move on to exploring some words. Thank you for joining me.